I'm here, clapping for the start of the stream. So there's already a few people in chat. I already see the first happy Kingroon owner that has a broken machine already. So I'm super psyched that this is going to go great. So yes, this is a bit of a surprise stream. I just wanted to get this one knocked out. I've spent most of my time preparing to go to Murph because that's in a couple of weeks. But I had a little bit of time today, so I figured we'd take a look. Now, this is the KLP1 from Kingroon. I don't know anything about Kingroon, but we're starting to see a lot of these machines, this type, these cubes, Core XY. They're supposed to be super fast. They run Klipper, but by far, this is the one that I've seen that is the most affordable. So again, I don't know anything about it, but we're going to find out. Also, I don't know their status in the open source community, right? They're running Klipper. They should be sharing that firmware, as well as, doing some other things that they should be. I don't know any of that. We'll figure all that out. But the main reason, the only reason why I bought this machine is because it was $379. And I think that puts them way lower than anybody else at this point. So it's probably not always the smartest thing to do, but I went in for 379 bucks. Let's just see what is in this box and see how we do. And hopefully have a great time doing it. Now, I will tell you, my allergies, I'm a nerd. I have allergies. And that doesn't, because you have allergies doesn't make you a nerd or vice versa. I'm not saying that. But I am one. And I have allergies and I have a horrible cough. And I'm going to have to clear my throat. So hopefully I'll mute the mic if I go into a fit or something. But just bear with me today. There was also something else I was going to tell you. I was thinking at the beginning of the stream, like, something I should say, but I can't remember what it was. Did I already say the spiel about this was bought with my own funds, all opinions expressed are my own? I've never actually had any dealings with Kingroon. They've never reached out that I can remember. A lot of companies reach out that we just say no. And a lot of that gets filtered through my lovely wife before it comes to me. We usually say no on most machines nowadays. Also, I don't have a sidekick today. So if you are tuning in to see the much more attractive part of this show, she is not here. I'm sorry. She did say to tell you all hello. She's sorry she couldn't be here. So if you're coming in for that, you're stuck with me like the old days. Not in the wash house. They share system image, but apparently it does not work when you flash it. So hello to everyone in the chat. I didn't say hi to you, right? I'm glad you're here. We're all going to figure this out together. So let's get into it, shall we? Again, this is a box that's fairly large. This thing weighs, the shipping weight on it was like 35 pounds. It's kind of a hoss. I briefly looked at the link that I provided you in the description, by the way, of this machine. Cut straight through that. I briefly looked at it. It does have most of the features that you would expect. Auto bed leveling. I guess I could keep that out for a second. Auto bed leveling, all that good stuff. It looks like it is 210, 210, 210. So it's a fairly small build volume. But, wing, we're hoping this is fully assembled, ready to go. I don't have to do much today. We'll see. I'm hoping you pronounce that "you're crazy," EU crazy. I appreciate the kind words. Thank you. Yes, she has the day off. She is out doing a birthday thing for one of her girlfriends. She's not working today, so she'll be enjoying her day off while I'm here slaving away on YouTube, trying to provide for this small business we call Chris's Basement. I can already see right now the PTFE tube is pinched. I'm half tempted to just dump this thing out. This has got to be acrylic, right? Yeah, it's not glass. Should we dump it out or should I set it on the floor? Again, it's not the lightest thing in the whole world. I mean, it's not, you know, backbreaker or anything, but I wish it had a couple of handles on it. Unless they're way down in there. There it is. We didn't get anything else in here, did we? Also, did I mention anything? I'm all over the place today. Did I mention anything about availability? I saw on their site that there were none of these available. Man, there's a lot of screws in there. I'd say we'd open it up, but that would be like all day. It has an MKS board. What kind is it? Let's get this stuff off. Stock July 25th. All right. This door is like beyond flimsy. Alrighty. So what's everyone else doing today? Oh, it has like a flip top. Let's... I just had this really stupid idea. And I'm going to follow up on that idea here in a minute if I don't forget. Mr. Dave Wilson came over yesterday. I know a lot of you probably know Dave from the interwebs. He has a YouTube channel. But he came over and we hung out. Got to show him all the cool stuff I've been working on. He now has very secret information that he's not allowed to share with anyone else. He's got level 5 basement clearance at this point. So don't go trying to pump him for information. But that was fun. I hadn't seen Dave in a long time, so good to see him. Eating tamales. 1 a.m. here. Thank you. I appreciate that. So it kind of looks cool. Oh, there's got to be like a handle you put on this, right? Ooh, I hear stuff rolling around in here. Yes. We might have to open it here anyway because I hear some parts. I hear things. It's got a pretty decent magnet on there. Designing and building a custom box for another person's project. Mike, you are the man. Mike Fancy, again, I will say it. YouTube moderators are underappreciated, and they do a great job. But Mike Fancy is one of the best. He's a legend. He's always appreciated when he's here. Man, there's paper on the inside of that thing. And don't tell me... I'll show you here in a second. Well, actually, let's just take a look now. I really don't fancy that at all. Let's get this out here. And see, this is the nice thing when these printers are affordable and I can afford to purchase them, I can say whatever I want. I don't have to worry about offending anyone. But maybe it does offend people. But anyway, there's paper on the inside here on both sides. So I guess that's nice. It doesn't get scratched, but it's kind of challenging to get off of there. Let's widen out a little bit here. So there was kind of a box jammed underneath here. Did they give us any filament? I wouldn't expect them to for $3.59 or $3.79, whatever it is. Powered patch cord for what? Oh, it's an Ethernet cable. You get an extra, you get like 3 extra nozzles, some screws, some cutters, USB drive. I guess that's a spool holder. An extra micro switch for some reason. Maybe that's filament runout. Must be. An SD card adapter. I don't know. There's some stuff in there. And it does have bed leveling wheels, which I kind of find odd. Kingroon-like linear rails. Yeah, and one of the wheels is almost ready to fall off. That's completely saran wrapped, but it's to keep in the freshness. I haven't seen any paperwork. Did I like throw it away or something? I feel like I don't know. But you see so there's like a zip tie hanging out back here, pinching the belts together, and there's a couple over here, and then a couple over on the other side. I'm not sure why. Maybe that's just to keep the head from moving around. Maybe that's the way they did that. But I feel like that belt doesn't have enough tension at that point. But what do I know? What do I know about 3D printing? Yeah, no QC paperwork. Scratches of your acrylic, absolutely. This is a removable plate. It seems to be on backwards. Which for PLA, that's probably not going to stick all that well. But we will find that out as well. Oh, I got to do my mandatory. All right. So I guess we'll pull the zip ties off of this thing. But as you know, especially if this is supposed to be some sort of high-speed deal, the belt tension on the Core XY is pretty important. Silicone spacers. Does it? It does. Nice. See, the angle of the camera. So it looks like it has one Z lead screw. It's running on like 10 millimeter, maybe 12, 10s. I don't know. I don't know my metric that well. I'm from America. Give me a break. It's got a couple. It kind of reminds me of like a Duplicator 6 or something, but it's got a couple of. Only I think it had ball screws. Shafts and carriage bearing, linear bearings. It does have a couple of zip ties around the Z rod there as well. I just noticed. I guess we could get this out of the way now. What are we going to do about these belts? I have no instructions to tell me how to work it. So if you're getting one of these and you don't know how to work a 3D printer, you could be in bad shape. Belt tension sucks. I'm kind of getting that gist. Getting the gist here. Back side of the carriage. Oh, I got my, I guess we don't have, I mean, you've seen it, right? You get the gist of what we're doing here? So let's see what's up. Whoa. That pulley is way high. Yes, I've been a drummer for a long time. I don't play much anymore, but I just never really had the heart to throw those away. That shaft back there might look a bit tweaked. I don't understand what's going on here. Because it's just got, okay, it's just got crimped ends on one side, and then there's a couple of screws on this other side. This would be impossible for me to show you on camera. But basically, they've got the crimped part, like on a Creality, on this side of the head, and on this side, there's a couple of screws that'll make the belt shorter. That's going to make it pretty tricky. That's right, part of my retirement fund. Not convenient, but it works. So let's see if we can get in here and do that. What size may it be? There you go. Are those actually like tied down with a nut or something? Hmm. Definitely hard to tell what's going on right out of the gate. Gotcha. Gotcha. I'm all over it now. At least it does have linear rails. Very little short ones. There's no way this is going to be correct tension. This one doesn't even feel like it's attached onto the holder. Take some slop out of one side. This one is so... I mean, it's going to be like right on the end of the screw to get any kind of tension out of it. I think we can do it, but I'd be much happier if the belt was snugged up a little bit. And we don't want them too tight. But we can't have them this loose either. Yeah, perfectly tensioned. We're going to do best guess on this one. Oh, it's powering up. Beep, beep. Checking out groceries. So at least it looks like the belt is on the track. You're definitely going to want to do something, though, to get these lined up where they should be as far as tension goes. It rubs so bad, you're not going to be able to do that method. Print you out a gauge or something to get that going. All right, now the next question is, what's rolling around in here? Do they give me some sort of handle for the doors? That would be nice. They do. They have some knobs. Break out the guitar tune. That's right. Nice chrome knob. I get two. Tom's here. What's up? Andre M. Hey. I did notice that sometime today, I'm not sure exactly what time or zone. I noticed sometime today that Steve Builds and Hooch are putting together a trident. So that's cool. Go check them out wherever they might be. You're definitely going to have some knobs for this, because these are almost impossible to open. The factory ones are too big. I said, are you really? They're too long, right? So that's what we got going on here. Wow. That and 1,000. Wonder what thread that is. Must be a 4. That would be pretty frustrating. Gotcha. I gotcha. Oh, I think I just said it with a 4. Well, that's just no good at all. Well, some nice nylon washers to go with it. We'll try not to crack the acrylic instantaneously. Could be tightened another way. I don't know. We'll have to check that out. Sergio's here. What's up? You're absolutely right. That's exactly what they look like. They're drawer pulls. So quiet down here. Now I'm used to having the sidekick. All by my... I won't keep going. Broken panel. The motherboard just died. You're not making me feel good about this. You're not making me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. All right, well, I guess we'll just keep this close in case, here, Fruscia, hold that for me, would you? All right. So I am not comfortable with whatever is rolling around in here, but I also really don't want to invest a ton of time in taking this thing apart. You know what I'm saying? She's my what do they call the dogs? She's not a dog. Let's not go any further with that. When you have or any animal, when you have the support animal, emotional support animal, she's my emotional support person. But you can hear that, right? That's not a good sign. And shaking this is pretty hard. Come on now. Let's see if we can, what could we do to expedite? Aha. We could go electric. Here's what size bit it is. The size I don't have. That's what size it is. I have another one of these that has the actual bits in it somewhere. That is not it. Hopefully that thing has some charge. Sergio sent this to me, by the way. Mrs. Riley. Dun, dun, dun. Wasn't that like on Bark at the Moon or something, I think? I used to listen to a lot of Ozzy. I made all those magnet trays, and they're all full of stuff, so I don't even have one to help me out with this. No way. No way. Way? There's only two kinds of people in this world. When you say no way, you either answer way or yes way. Ooh, I found it. We're almost halfway done now. It's sticking out. Oh, you got to see this. It's sticking out right there. The slot isn't big enough to pull it through, but it did find its way. It's an M3 screw of some kind. There you go. Mystery solved. Should be there Tuesday. I appreciate that. What Makers Event Horizon. So, Kingroon, sometimes the companies get wind of these streams, because I'm a huge celebrity, and they will watch these back. So, Makers Event Horizon is having huge problems with this machine, Kingroon, and you should get on it and fix it. All right, what? Don't tell me the feet hold it on too. Oh, I just missed two. The feet are covering up too. You're welcome. That's all the pull I have, my friends. That's all I got. All right, so there's our one liberated screw. There is not much in there, folks. Wow. Not much in there at all. That's it. The Z-belt's really tight. Kingroon KLP1. I'm extremely positive that that's an MKS board of some kind. It has an MKS module on it right there. Maybe that's like Wi-Fi or something? I don't know. I know nothing about this. It does have USB ports and stuff on it. It's got HDMI. Is my head right in your way? That is an SMT32 F303 VET6. There you go. That's what's in there. And I think we have solved our parts flying around problem. So now we can put it back together. $10K Excel, too much for this printer without tuning. Well, that I want to see. So how do you connect to this thing? Do you have to plug it in Ethernet? Is there a config file on the SD card? What's the story? Morning Glory can be added. Nice. Whoop, that's cross-threaded. Gonna be that way forever now. I hope I don't have to ship this back for support. They're gonna have a heck of a time. That's a joke, by the way. Some of you will get it. I better save the box. That's not funny. I'm sorry. I apologize right now. But it's kind of funny. Pop a monitor on it. I should. If I had a spare one. I love you folks. You come here to listen to me just say nonsense. So yeah, Murph is coming up. Hopefully some of you folks will be there in lovely Goshen, Indiana. I still get a lot of folks that ask me, what are you talking about? What's a Murph? It sounds like some sort of Muppet. And you wouldn't be completely off base. It is the Midwest Rep Rap Festival in lovely Goshen, Indiana. Our annual pilgrimage is close. I'm actually not bringing a ton of stuff this year. I will have some 3D printers to give away. Not nice ones. But I will have some if you're desperate for a 3D printer or, you know, a parts machine of some kind. And I got a project that I'm bringing. I wouldn't say it's like super fantastic, but it's still kind of cool. So it'll be there. And I'm really just kind of looking forward to hanging out. We will have a table and everything, but we're not bringing the claw machine. But the claw machine is kind of stressful. You know, all the kids wanting to play and everything. You got to keep refilling it. All that kind of good stuff. This time, it's the middle of summer in the Midwest. We're just going to come, hang out, talk to folks, have some fun. So, if they want their screw back, here it is. So I guess now it's time to so it has a WPA supplicant. Damn. I love them. I love to see them win. They're so excited when they get something out of the claw machine. But honestly, now, I mean, it's not, the claw machine has like a TPU claw on it. It'll grip pretty much anything. So it's not a super challenge, but it is to them, right? They've never played this before. But they win something cool. I'm telling you, the trick to giving away benchies is you build a claw machine. You hand somebody a benchy, they don't want it. Put it in the claw machine, that's what they want. I don't know. I don't understand it. But it works. we'll put on our filament sensor. Now all I've got, I'm going to be singing Mr. Crowley for the rest of the day. Thanks a lot, Tom. I will be at Earth. Yes, we have plans to head there too. That's like this year. It's like last week in September, I think. But we'll be there. I have no idea what I'm going to bring to Earth, but we'll find out together. This filament sensor might get the Bowden tube doesn't necessarily fit in that. So that filament sensor is going to get an Allen wrench put in it. So it's got filament all the time permanently now. Boom. Fixed. I guess it's time to power up. We can check out September 30th through the 2nd. Thank you. Yes. Jerry's here. Hello, Jerry. Let's go to the computer. Mike, looking forward to seeing you, my friend. I haven't seen you in a couple of years now in person. So awesome that you're going to be there. I guess we can put this sweet Kingroon spool holder on. Oh, these are these are M4 screws. I bet you those were supposed to be repurposed for your handle, right? Yeah. So there were a couple of screws in there. But there's no directions. And the directions might be on the SD card, but I don't know that. How am I supposed to know things that you don't tell me? Welcome to being married, am I right? Sorry. That's what happens when the sidekick isn't here. I'd tell that joke if she was here. I'd just pay for it later. $2019. Wow, it has been a long time. Too small for a 1K spool. Wait, you got an SD card? Well, it's a flash drive. You forgot your flash drive. You forgot your flash drive. I think that's what this is. Unless it's just a adapter. Let's find out, shall we? If the computer blows up, I'm not restarting the stream. Just telling you right now. Because I will be irritated for the rest of the day. Jira configuration. Okay. Here's the instructions that we were supposed to read. Got your handles. Let's see if we learn anything. Yep, there's your 4/6 screw that you were supposed to use. U-disc. Camera option there. They show you where to plug that in. Network configuration, your supplicant file. And then it looks like they have fluid on it. What are you supposed to do for auto leveling? Pressure advanced calibration. Upload jobs. There's your benchy. Matters that need attention. Daily maintenance. Dust removal. That's not happening. Find Cura USB, install, place, all that good stuff. Alrighty, so I'm done reading stuff now. Supplicant file. There it is. Oh, it's set to GB. And Wi-Fi information. Now, see, I know that you're not going to come to my house and use my Wi-Fi. So that was actually kind of a funny comment one time. Somebody said, you showed your Wi-Fi password. And I do that in videos. I'll show the password. And I've actually stopped showing the password because people tell me about it all the time. I use a different network for those videos. And so the password changes. It doesn't matter. Usually it's set to password. But people get really upset. Like, you need to improve your wireless security. Like, and then some guy came back one time and was like, what, are you going to stalk him? Sit outside his house? I thought that was pretty funny. All right, so we'll plug this in, see what we do. And I guess we're going to power on, huh? Yeah? More than one network, I do. I know that's a shocker. Beep. There's no screen. How do I know it works? I need a screen that says working. That's how I know. I can hear a fan running. It does fit a printed solid cardboard spool. So that's cool, right? We're using Gold Winter today. Gold Winter today. This stream is sponsored by Printed Solid. Printed Solid, a store for all of your 3D printing needs. Head over to printedsolid.com. Mention Chris Riley's name and get 10% off. It's not actually true. Nothing is being sponsored. I'm sorry, Dave and Dustin, ahead of time, because you're going to get emails that I said they could get money off when they can't. But it would be pretty funny, you know, if you're me, but not funny if you're Dustin or Dave. So, sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, let's see if it actually joined the network. What is my password? And I'm guessing there's a local name. I didn't really read the guide much. Like, it has an actual name. We're going to find out what that is, and then I will tell you, and then you can do it if you get one of these. It has not joined the network yet. Let's give it a moment, shall we? I say, Chris who? That guy. I'm probably now banned from the Printed Solid store for the rest of my life. Did I turn it on before I plugged it in? No. Did I plug in the USB before I turned it on? I thought I did. Let's try it again. Oh. Reboot. I could use a sandwich. We're already talking about food. Wi-Fi is lousy. I love that word. Lousy. I really don't like these sheets for PLA. Spray, spray, spray. Whoa. Getting crazy with it in here. Love Dave. Dave and Dustin. They're both my dudes. Love those guys. And Tony. I don't want to leave out Tony. Tony's also an awesome Printed Solid employee. 5 meters from the router. I don't know. We might end up running a network cable here. Where would I run that from? It'd have to be a really long cable. I might have a cable that long. My dongle... Wait. There's a Wi-Fi dongle? I thought it was on the board. Is that what this is supposed to be? Oh! I was mistaking this for like some sort of adapter. Well. See? You guys are the experts. Why do I have a YouTube channel? You guys should have a YouTube channel. My dongle is plugged in. I didn't know that. Hence why no Wi-Fi. That would do it. That would cause a problem. We're learning together. That's what this is all about. Togetherness. Building a community. One unique, let's go with unique 3D printer at a time. I just want to see it start printing and like shaking the table and then fly off, and then it like sprouts wings and it jumps out the window, gives me the finger on the way out. I think that would be awesome. That's funny. LG Innotech. That seemed like something that, nope, that's static. But it just joined the network 20 seconds ago. Is the Wi-Fi dongle blinky blinky? It is blinky blinky. Something K1. Reboot! Reboot! You have to reboot multiple times now that the dongle's in. It is blinking. Let's give it a second, then we'll reboot again. Right, it's the new flying toaster. You heard it here first. MTV News. I did reboot after the dongle. I remember the really annoying beep. But we'll do it again. See, now that thing has left the network. Whatever that thing is. I think it's the name of that dongle. I think the package was all a Comfast. We'll see. Take out the USB stick. And then you turn it all around. Oh no, it's just funny. I'm not saying it's a bad suggestion. It's just how many things do we need to do to get this thing to work? You had a conflict. I don't doubt. All right, so we're gonna turn it off. I'm going to stand on my head, and then I'm gonna turn it back on. Listen to the beep again. See if it comes up. It connected once, I think. I'll just take the Prusa and hit it with it, and then it'll start working. All right, there it is. MKS Pi has joined the network with the same address as that previous device had, and now we have Fluid. Dun dun dun. It took all of us together, but I think we're almost here. Booting, thinking. Nine printers that need to speed up. It's working. The Pi fan's on, 100%. You know, I don't use Fluid that much. Whoa. Wait. Houston, we have a predicament. We are Captain Klipper. Oh, standard G-code, fast G-code. Well, it's only 9 minutes different. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, it's only 9 minutes different. So we got to do this one. Well, let's just see what it'll do here. Would you rather watch the printer or me messing up Fluid? I drink most of my fluids. This sheet is kind of gross. Let's home all. Oh my gosh. What's it doing? What about both? Can we do that? There you go. Life is short. So, I'm not really a fan of this. Because they are very loose. But, what is that? So it homed. What? What is going on here? Can you, like, move tiles? What? Alrighty. Motors off. What do I want to do here? Z offset, auto leveling, shaper. Let's turn the bed up to 60. High temp. Okay. Is this a DC powered bed, I guess? With that power supply on it. Waiting. Auto Z calibrate macro button. Let's see what it does. Bed skew adjustment macro. I don't think so. It's reading probe things. Well, for a 20-minute benchy, the movements on this are kind of slow. The bed mesh, I'll bet it's amazing. It's amazing. So, how are you all doing? That's what this is, though, right, John? This is the auto level macro. Or something like that. Check if the belts are tight. Absolutely. That's a great suggestion. Oh, we've already lost our connection again. Z offset with the paper method. Alrighty. They were very loose in transit, that's for sure. You know who's a bamboo killer? Panda bears. Man, I mean, they are all over that stuff. It's crazy. That's my new death metal band name. We're the Panda Bears, the Bamboo Killers. That's my new band name. Don't steal it. When you see my album come out, you're going to love it. Oh, man. I'm feeling it today, folks, if you can't tell. uh, but it's still fun, right? We're all having fun here. We could get everybody really upset. We could bring the Mark IV over and do a 12-minute benchy. We could race them. I did not know that. That's awesome. Okay, what do we do? So I'm guessing it rebooted and it ran the save config command, so we're all good. In Fluid, can't you look at the map? Where's the map? It hasn't loaded the mesh yet. What? That's awesome. Okay, whatever. All right, it's Z offset test. We're back at the 60 Z offset. Now that's a mesh. I think I'm out of post-its. No. Oh, nope. Got one. We better do that again. I should just like, instead of walking over to my water every time I want some, I should bring it over there. A new Benchy is born. Rising from the filaments in a world where there was a 3D printer. Well, at least it gives you semi-large increments. And I am going to squish this thing. Is that seriously jumping up and down? It is. I got you. I got you. All right. It's weird. I'm guessing it's trying to. Maybe they've thought that through, and they're trying to keep the rod loaded. Maybe we're gonna accept it, and we're going to save the Z offset. Unknown command accept. It should have done save config. More like a horror movie. All right. So auto filament change. Let's just see what it does, shall we? We're going to 220. 220, 221. Whatever it takes. Does it have a save and restart button? Upload and print. Host. Services. Obico. I don't know what they're doing. Doesn't matter. All right. What did you just do, Kingroon? Benchy to ludicrous speed, but we'll go plaid. Plaid's not a good color on me. I wish I could get this PTFE tube off. It would tell. I could tell you, or maybe it's all the way down to the nozzle. I could tell you more about this. Oh, no, we don't want that. Did it actually start extruding? Oh, the temperature's down again because I didn't reset it. Temp's too low. Andy, I don't think I said hi to you, but hello, Andy. That's always kind of been a thing, to be honest. I remember back in the day, Robo, they wouldn't include a screen. But the trend has kind of come back with Klipper. But because of the web interface, they're not so useful. And, Duet kind of did the same thing. If you wanted a screen, you would have to get one for their board. The panel do or whatever they called it. What's going on here? I don't like it. I did mash said enter key. I used the palm of my hand. Waiting, waiting. Let's see, is there a cool story I could tell you? One time, no, that's not a good story. I hung a bat house yesterday. I really want bats to live in my yard because I like them. So I hope bats come to live here. $75 keg. Hello, all the way from Perth. Have you ever been to France? I have not. It only takes 3 hours to set up to get a 20-minute benchy. Well, that's a bargain. Come on, Clippy. That's exactly right. The fingers you've used to dial are too fat for this phone. Please mash the pad with your palm. Oh, it just beeped. Come on, Clippy. Please retry in a few moments. Review printer? No, I paid for this with my own money. That doesn't make it sting any less. I'd like you to be ready now, printer. Oh, come on, man. I much prefer mainsail, but that's just me. 2 a.m. Oh, there's still something loose in here. I can hear it. Oh, it's the plastic panel. Oh, this one's cracked. Twice. Has good sound though. You like fluid over mainsail? Cool, cool, cool. Starting to see more Pi 4s? Yes. Yes. Reboot and check SSH. I don't want to check SSH. That shouldn't be a part of 3D printing. Even though I do love SSH. So now I'm conflicted. Griffgear 3D, thank you very much for becoming a channel member. You now have basement bragging rights. So you can be as surly as you want to. All right. Well, you get to show off my mad Linux skills today? Is that what we're going to do? Yeah, you get the sweet Benchy emoji. I need to add some more cool emojis. I just ran out of ideas. This is thrilling. How long have we been doing this? Hour and 18 minutes. Oh, man. Let's let it... So it's going well. Absolutely. Never hesitate to SSH. I could have printed 10 benchies on the Mark IV by now. Check your gantry. Is it bad? Plug and play. Absolutely. Bent. Not good. I'm gonna go. You guys watch this blank screen. I'm gonna go make a sandwich. Take a lap around the house. Got some concrete that I need to pour. Got to dig a few holes. And then I'll be back. It's back on the network. One, two, three, go. Well, you know, John, that's a great statement, but that's exactly why I bought in. I'm like, you know what? All right. It's cheap enough. Let's see what you're going to get. And here we are, together at last. We're heating this time. Reboot fixes everything. Get what you pay for. It connected. We're good. We're heating up. We didn't have to shush it. Waiting on... I have the rental song in my head. Waiting on you. Grab that filament, Kingroon. Show the med mesh. Wish I could tell if it was actually turning. Oh. I have not returned way worse than this. Oh. It's doing something now. But I'm not sure why. Are you kidding? Now it's extruding. All right. That's right. I'm going to bring it to Murph and give it to one of you all. Then it'll be your problem. I'm waiting for it to do something. Show the bed mesh. We've rebooted several times now. There it is. That makes me super happy. I think it's slowly building a large chunk of PLA underneath the hot end. It's fine. Still, I want to buy one. I know that feeling. It is a mainsail. Oh, all right. Love it. All right. It was waiting till it was done extruding. All right. There's our blob of molten hot PLA. Let's do this. Ludicrous speed, go. Do we secure the animals in the zoo? It's going. It's doing things. Are you not entertained? Let's get the super tight shot in on it for when it flies out of the room. Dramatic close-up. Where's my music? Dun 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 dun. Oh my gosh! Now it's going. Dun 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 dun. I feel like Strong Bad. Dun 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 dun. Push it to the limit. That is so gonna lift off of that bed. Oh, my buddy Dave Wilson's here. Where's Jackie? She's out today, Dave. She left me to my own devices. Burninating the peasants and the thatched roof cottages. You don't know Strong Bad, you're missing out. Very dangerous. How are you doing today, Dave? I haven't hung up my woodcutter bee houses yet, but it's on the list. I swear I'm gonna do it. Ooh, That was an interesting sound. It it is going pretty quick. It's not horribly loud, but it does have quite the gasp of belt rub when it makes movements. I don't know. I think what bothers me the most is this standoff back here in the corner. That one of the gears is on. It looks like it's leaning pretty far out. I know, extras. Bob's here. What's up, Bob? Carpenter bees, yes. I have a lot of carpenter bees around my front porch, and they're drilling holes in there. So, Dave made me some houses. It feels like we're already at 20 minutes. $200 a second. What? Oh, there we go. We're 4 minutes and 40 seconds in. Is there a Chris's Basement Discord? There is, but it is a Patreon perk. It's just a block of wood. He's awesome. Awesome, Andy. I'm glad I could bring Strong Bad to a few more folks. He is awesome. A BBS? Absolutely. I'll bring my 900 baud modem. Too Tall Toby, no. I've never seen that one. Oh, so far, I mean, the printer's definitely not like super high quality or anything like that. It is doing bed leveling like it thinks it is. But it's just really clunky to work with. Honestly, that's the biggest problem. If you redid all of the Klipper and fluid or mainsail or whatever, you could probably get it to be a whole lot better. But the out-of-box experience, especially for someone that didn't know how to work on a 3D printer, might not be so good. Is that PG? Well, let's go to the videotape. So this has been flashing around 120, 200, whatever, but we can watch it for a moment here. That sounds cool. USR Sportster. Saving for your 56K. Look at this. Whoop, there's a lot of Chinese in here. The Max Excel is 10,000 on the machine, as somebody stated before. I don't know. Here's your live Excel here. Definitely hear that belt rub. You can definitely see the input shaper too if you take a look. See that line right there? I don't even remember. I had several modems back in the day, but I can't tell you what brand they were. They were probably like US Robotics or something like that. Yeah, that's what I was saying before. Looks super spiffy, doesn't it? That idler angle looks awesome. Helga's here. What is up? A dented hull. That's never good on a ship. She will not be seaworthy. Not at all. Well, awesome. I'm glad I pronounced it correctly because I'm not always so good at that. I don't know that that print head would fare very well with the top closed. Check this out. This is like fun. This like makes the printer more fun if you close the top, and then it'll just float there. Hello, I am the Kingroon KLP1. I will now fight you to the death. Prepare. Oh no, this is just entertaining as it gets. I'm sorry that nobody's here to witness this. Oh, it shut on its own. You, my name is Amigo Montoya. You killed my father. All right. Now I'm just being a jerk. Googly eyes, absolutely. That is exactly what this needs. Yes, we gotta find some. I don't know if it's single or not. I'm guessing it is. Let me watch it for a second. I really haven't been paying attention. I've been horsing around. Yes. Looks like single perimeter to me. How fast do they claim it is? That's a good question. Did anybody check out the link? $350 millimeters a second. That's what they say on their site. Just so I could prove to you I'm not lying. There it is, right there. How much time we got left on this thing? We're halfway done. Absolutely more reasonable than 600. Yes, it is. That is the input shaper causing that. No one ever said consistently. You can do anything once, they say. You think that's from ensuring hole thickness? Whatever it is, I have seen that on a lot of speed benchies. I always figured it was input shaper doing something funny, but you might be right, because I have seen that hole thickness, the perimeter thickness feature, do that as well. I never really thought about that. It definitely needs some sort of light inside there, though. It's very dark inside the machine. The camera is doing a good job at compensating for that. But if you had to work in there, you wouldn't be able to see anything. You have to open up the top and really get after it. Same. You would think by now, like every tool, how much could it possibly cost to add a couple of LEDs to these things? It's actually not, and I think I probably already said this, it's actually not as loud as I thought it would be. 50 cents. Go faster. All in all, it's not a bad looking little machine. Somebody said that this was a Teflon line hot end, yeah? PTFE line hot end? They really don't give you much information on it on their site. They list ABS and things like that, but that really doesn't mean much. But yes, if it is PTFE lines, 240 is about all you want to do. They say you can connect to it with your cell phone. 260, and 260 is a little hot for PTFE, I would say. You don't want to mess around with that too much. I always love these pictures. I'm tooling around their site, but I always love these pictures like this one. It just printed that out, just like that. Look at all the cool things you can make that just instantaneously show up. This horse head. Look at that. See the cool stuff this thing will make? Anyway. What's our time on our benchy now? We're 19 minutes and 30 seconds in. No supports. I don't know if Z-Hop is on here or not. It is definitely doing like a crazy amount of adjusting to try to level out the bed. I can tell you that. I should make the bed leveling map the thumbnail for this video. Yes. I think that's been the most popular thing on the stream so far. I always forget where it is. There it is. It gets me every time. Then you can make it dance. We can dance if you want to. All right. It's fine. Why would you take it so seriously anyway? It's fine. That's the mainsail part, right? I agree. I'm not exactly sure what it's trying to represent there. I'm gonna have to play around with that a bit and see if I can actually get it to change some. So I'm not sure. But it does have bed knobs on it. So is it worth changing your Mark III to Klipper? I say no. Hey, John Cook. Fluid's reporting like 200 millimeters requested max, but it's only hitting like 150. Oh, and it came unstuck right at the last minute. We're going to let it finish anyway. I wanted to put the ice cream right on top of it. Read Flash and read soon. I don't know if I have that kind of energy. So close. It's doing a pretty good job of printing in midair, though, I have to say. It's currently defying gravity. Yeah, putting Klipper on your Prusa, one, you have to kind of do some hacky type things to get it on an INC board. And I don't think that you're going to see really enough improvement from running Klipper on your Prusa to go through all of the extra effort. I think Prusa does a pretty good job on their firmware, all in all. They have a lot of handy features. Personally, me, I would just leave it alone. You're not gonna get the benefits from running Klipper on your Prusa machine to make it worthwhile. That's just my opinion. That's the smoke from the smokestack. Absolutely. Except for shit. A high-speed printer, you could arrange something. I would be interested to know what you got and who made it and all that. I'm sure the folks on here would be interested to check one out with me. Might make for a good afternoon stream. Can't have that much more left, can it? Oh, and it's done. It was so close. There's your Benchy. Ooh. She don't look so good, folks. Let's see if I can get you tight here. This is the backside. A lot of really uneven layers that aren't stacked well. Not what I would call the best speed Benchy in the world there. Plus it didn't finish. It's awful melty. So, not real impressed with that. If you want to compare it, this is the 12-minute Benchy from the Mark IV. And Kingroon KLP1. It could definitely be improved, but for this to be the file right out of the box, I don't know. I think I would have done something a little bit more tricky myself if I was Kingroon. But hey, it's all in a day's work. Could be worse. That is true. This whole thing was a Prusa ad. I sucked you all in. Ha ha ha, I win. No, I'm just kidding. I paid for that Prusa just like I paid for this wonderful piece of machinery. It is very warm in there. So that was a pretty quick stream today. We did get it working. It was a lot more hassle than it should have been. The guide is on the USB flash drive if you want to take a look at that beforehand. Not a big proponent of that. At least they could have, it was like 9 steps. They could have given us a quick sheet or a little book to take a look at. But whatever. Wi-Fi seems to be really flaky. I had to reboot it a couple of times. The bed leveling map is epic. I don't know. 379 bucks. It's not a 3D printer if you want to 3D print things. Now you're asking yourself, well then why would I need a 3D printer if it's not going to 3D print things? Because sometimes you just need a project to work on something. And I think you could probably make this pretty awesome if you did enough stuff, but then it really wouldn't be $379 now, would it? So your mileage may vary. You get what you pay for. But that's my experience with the high-speed cube Core XY 3D printer craze that's going on right now. And it will probably be my last. But it was fun while it lasted. That's right. All right, so another stream down, absolutely. Another printer gone through. Hopefully we'll see you all at Murph. I don't think we'll be streaming before then again. The wife will be there. Come meet her if you're going to come to Goshen. She was talking about we should like stream from the car. That never works well, but we might try it anyway. You never know. Helg, thank you very much for joining the YouTube members. I hope Kingroon does something about that as well, but we'll see. We'll see what they do. Okay, well, I think that's it for me. I'm gonna go make a sandwich. Thank you all for joining me today. We checked it out. We did our thing. I will see you all very soon. Videos to come. Thank you for all the support. Basement members, super tips, all that stuff that comes in. It's always appreciated. I think that's it. And I'll see you, in a somewhat reasonable time from now. We'll be back again.